So then, what was happening in those Old Testament stories? These powerful encounters are known as theophanies. A theophany is a visible manifestation or appearance of God in a form that human senses can perceive. It isn't God in his totality, but rather a tangible sign of his presence, a way for him to interact with humanity without overwhelming us. Think of Abraham by the oaks of Mamre. He sees three men, one of whom he addresses as Lord. He provides them with a meal and speaks directly with God about the fate of Sodom. Early Christian writers, like the theologian Novatian, understood that this was not God the Father in his essence, but an appearance of the Son of God, the divine Word, before he was born as Jesus. Or consider Jacob, who wrestles through the night with a man at the river Jabbok. After this struggle, Jacob names the place Peniel, meaning face of God, because he says, "I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved." Often in these stories, this figure is identified as the angel of the Lord, a messenger who speaks and acts with the full authority of God, and is even called God himself. Again, this was understood as a manifestation of God, a created form through which God's presence was made known, specifically through the person of his Son. The most profound Old Testament encounters belong to Moses. At the burning bush, he sees the angel of the Lord in a flame of fire, yet it is God who speaks from the bush. He is later said to speak with God face to face, yet in that same period, God explicitly tells him, "You cannot see my face." This isn't a contradiction. The term face to face here describes the unique intimacy and clarity of their communication. Moses wasn't speaking through riddles or distant visions like other prophets. He was receiving direct revelation. But what he saw was not God's essence, but his glory. Perhaps a consuming fire or a brilliant cloud. It was a mediated sight, a glimpse of God's majesty, but not the fullness of his being. The same is true for the prophets. When Isaiah saw the Lord high and lifted up in the temple, or when Ezekiel saw a likeness of the glory of the Lord on a heavenly throne, these were powerful divine visions, not a direct perception of God's infinite nature.